Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Doc Skinner with 1028 Live, broadcasting from the bridge of my bunker, somewhere hidden in the White Mountains of Arizona here in these United States on this gigantic ball we call Earth. Welcome, welcome, one and all. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. I have to laugh at this. I'm a little mad at myself, but I have to laugh at it. So I started the show at 7 o'clock, 5 minutes ago. Until I realized when I was trying to refresh the Facebook and YouTube page that I wasn't there. I'm like, well, I know I'm watching it. I'm recording. I'm just recording. I'm not streaming. So I had to start all over again. So here we are. Voila, take two. And it seems to be going pretty well so far. Hope you're all having a good Thursday today. Yeah, it's today. There we go. It's today. It's the 4th of March, 2021. So if you're watching this another day, then, well, it's not live. But it was live. It was live at one time. It was live right now, but not your now, but my now. But that's beside the point. Jimmy's here. Hey, Jimmy. What's up? Hanging out over the Book of Face. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining in. We're going to talk about a couple things. I'm going to try to stay on topic tonight. Do my best. Miss Justice is over here in the tube of you. Good evening. Good evening. All right, so let me get rid of the calendar. I don't need to see that now. Let's see. Go away. There we go. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday, and it's almost the weekend. It's been one of those weeks, but we're getting through it. Hope you're getting through it too. Audrey's here. Hi, dear. How are you? Need some people jump in over here on the YouTube. If you would be so kind, the ones that are watching, unless you are like the regular people here every night, if you're new, please, if you would be so kind and you're interested, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Yes, I'm doing all the cliches that podcasters do because that's how we survive these days. Because sure know that there just ain't no jobs out there for a good job and a paycheck. And if you got one, be thankful, be grateful. So yeah, I had a call with the Cousins brothers from Third Phase of Moon, and they are in, of course, Hawaii, and they let me know that the tsunami that was called earlier has been recalled. It didn't happen, so that's good. That's good, but they were going to be on top of it if they needed to cover the story. So we got that in. So people that are wondering if you know anybody in Hawaii, everything should be good. Hey, Jimmy. Happy Friday Eve, Audrey says. Thank you, dear. And tomorrow night, I am, until I can, get some funds coming in, and I get in like a secondary system, I can have two systems running. That way I can run the show normally, but at the same time, because I'm basically doing the same show, but on We Are Paradox Media to another audience, a bigger audience. So, just putting my tentacles everywhere. And, yeah. So anyway, that's the big story. People were worried about the tsunami. If it's all good, if it's already been mentioned, I haven't been watching the news. I mentioned the other night that, my days are better. I'm not sitting here doom and gloom all the time. So, and I'm sure we'll have doom and gloom days again. That I'll have no choice. I'll cover stuff. But right now, there's enough other podcasters out there doing it for me. So let's be retired and have fun, shall we? So tonight we're gonna have open lines. If anybody wants to call in the studio line is right there. 928-368-7929. That's 928-368-7929. Of course, the show is brought to you by Sweet Peas CBD Infusion Cafe. You can check them out at sweetpeasinfusions.com. Also by the Lodge Bar and Grill located 857 East White Mountain Boulevard in Pine Top, Arizona. Did I mention world famous, legendary Lodge Bar and Grill? Yes, that's what I meant. Same place. Cool. Also, Jag Swag and Mystic Ink Studios, based out of Heber Overgard, Arizona. They do, you think they can make it. Print it, window stuff, decals, shirts, whatever. I mean, like I said, you think they can do it. They also have classes. So if you want to do some art classes, even if they have kid classes as well, you can find out more about that as well. If wait, hold on, I do have the phone number. I was like, it's not up on the tagline. I just realized that. The phone number for Mystic Ink Studios is 928-240-4556. That's 928-240-4556. Give them a call. Tell them Doc Skinner sent you. Voila. So I have no idea where everything's going to go tonight, but I'm going to talk about one or two things, and then we're going to do open calls. We're going to leave it up to you guys tonight, because this is kind of like the Friday night with us, unless you come over to We Are Paradox Media. But I get it. It's Friday night. I get it. Oh, wait. Chat rooms have just, blossomed. Let me turn this monitor just a little more. There we go. Let's see. Offworld Adam is here. Greetings. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Offworld Adam. Audrey says hello. Dave Dennis says hiya from Australia. Terry Reesing says howdy. And let's see, you guys are all saying hello to each other. I love that. I just love it. It's community. Lots of hellos. Okay, cool. We're all caught up with those hellos over there. And Audrey's playing. Are you playing double duty? Are you on both apps? That's pretty cool. I'm also, for those that don't know, I'm on YouTube at 1028 Productions, Twitch at 1028 Live, Periscope till I don't know. It's March. I think that goes automatically to Twitter, because Periscope has been gobbled up by Twitter, or they were the same or something to that effect. But Periscope is gone, I think, this month of March, and will become Twitter. So there, I'll be there, and that's 1028 Live, 1028 space live. Twitch is 1028 Live, no space. Does that confuse you enough? All right. Daily Motion, if you watch Daily Motion, actually it's saying it's sending data and it's not getting anything back. So maybe that account's down. So I don't remember being on that website. And then, of course, right here on Facebook, Doc Skinner, and my other actor page. So it's there as well. Let's see. Audrey says, are you playing on both? Aloha, I like that. Maurice from Hawaii is here. Aloha, Maurice. We'll have to chat sometime. I know the world's just been in chaos, but we'll have to chit chat. Skylar's here, says, yoo-hoo, what's up, Doc? I got a t-shirt I'm designing for you. It's cool to use your 1028 logo. Skylar, do this if you want to do something like that. Anybody that wants to do anything like that, dude, you guys are awesome. Thank you. But if you want to get my logos, email me, and in the title put logo for t-shirt or something like that. Just say I called in the show or whatever. Say it, because I do get a lot of emails. But send it to Doc Skinner, or wait, hold on. You send me an email first, and then I'll respond with that. And I will send you the PNG files of the logos, the inversion, PDF, JPEG, all the different versions, different sizes. I have that, so you don't have anything that blurs out or something. If you're gonna do so, I want to give you the right tools. So email me at DocSkinner, DocSkinner, at 1028 Productions. That's 1028 Productions, PRODUCTIONS.com. Yeah, a lot of letters in that. Next company I start, it's going to be, abbreviated to like 2 letters, 3 letters, something like that. All right, back up here, and then I'm going to pull up the Facebook over here. Cool. All right. So, got all that. Aloha from Maurice. Miss Justin, you're all saying hello. Alien Girl 111 is here. Welcome. Sinstar, hello. It's 33. Sorry, Sinstar 33. There you go. Thank you for joining. Okay, so tonight, I just wanted, for those who came on late, and talking about the tsunami, it was not a lot of news. It's just saying that I got a report from the Big Island that the tsunami was recalled. I guess it died down before it got to the shores. So there was no tsunami. So that's a good thing for anybody in Hawaii. Maurice, I don't know, Maurice, are you on the Big Island? or Maui or where, I don't know exactly which island you're on, but that's what I got from the Cousins brothers from Third Phase of Moon, because they had their cameras ready to go catch some waves on camera, but it didn't happen. Skylar says, right on, amigo. See you in Sedona. Oh, you're coming to Sedona. Very, very cool. Very cool. For those that don't know, it's not just like, Skylar and I are going, hey, we're going to go Sedona. Yeah. No, it's everybody. You're all invited. It's really, I was actually going to save this for later, but since Skylar brought it up, and Stargate Travelers here, welcome, hello, hello, hello. And for those on YouTube, my buddy Jimmy and Audrey are hanging out here together with L.L.C. Chris Gentry just jumped on. Says, I have a Bigfoot encounter story to tell you. Well, Chris, then I'm going to have you come on in just a minute. Let me get through the intro, all the bugs out, and then I'm going to open up the phone line. And I want you to call in because I want to hear your Bigfoot story. I don't have a Bigfoot story, but hold on, one thing at a time. What was I doing? See, this is why I need a person here, like in the room. I know a lot of people have volunteered. I'll help you out with the. No, I need someone here. That's what I need. Bigfoot story. I was going to tell you about that. But what was I saying before that? Sedona. Yes. So let me get this out of the way because I was going to do this. So I'm going to do a screen share. Okay. And we're going to get rid of that. And this is the event that I was mentioning, or Skylar was mentioning. It's next week, not this weekend, but the following weekend on the 13th and the 14th. It's the Sedona UFO Sightings Conference, March 13th and 14th. Location is 135 Shrine Road, Sedona. And that was kept secret till about a few days ago. Everything UFO ET related, authors, researchers, experiencers, vendors, groups, UFO Tour, okay? And live music, food, and surprises. Now, let me just say this. The UFO Tour is really, really cool because the man that's putting this on, he was on my show last night. I can't say his last name. It's Michael O. Sedona. And he runs the UFO group tours. And you think, how is that going to work? Well, he's got the high-end level 3. I'm going to butcher this. I don't know how he spouted off the names of them, but it's like the most high-tech night vision. And everybody that goes on these little group tours gets to use them and see on wavelengths that you wouldn't see with the naked eye. And so when you look up and you see a couple hundred stars, you put these on, it's like millions of stars. You can see constellations. I mean, clusters of stars you couldn't see with your naked eye. It's awesome. It's awesome. But you also see other stuff fly around too that you won't see with your naked eye. And these pick it up. So if you're coming to Sedona, consider doing that during the weekend event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to I'm looking for a location. I don't know where I'm going to stay. There's a few places, but I'm going to be out there. I thought about camping. Thought about doing that, but I got to check the temperature because it is going to be cold. And the next day, I'm going to be like sitting at the table, just still shaking and stuff. So, somewhere where the hot tub would be nice. So yeah, come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here's the big kicker, though, folks. Admission is free. Did you get that? Free. Now, of course, there'll be vendors and the speakers will have their booths. I'll have a booth, and there'll be books and videos and all kinds of fun stuff. I can guarantee there will be at least one table that will have at least one crystal for sale. If you've never been to Sedona, you'll get what I'm saying. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Crystals are huge in Sedona. If you have never been there, I strongly suggest that you experience it. Driving in, you come over on the highway over this one area. It's like coming down into the valley or whatever, and it looks like a painting. Like you could rub your fingers in the oil and the oranges and the reds and all that stuff. I mean, it's as beautiful as it is. as you probably have seen in photos and videos. It is gorgeous. There's a lot of vortexes there, a lot of sightings, a lot of encounters, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to be a part of this. In fact, that I was actually asked to be a speaker thrilled and terrifies me. Because this is easy. Being, here, this is easy. It's when you have people staring at you that it's like, they're all naked. They're all naked. So anyway, so that's what's going on. Let me show you who the guests are going to be. I'm not going to read all this, but you can go check it out. Go to SedonaUFOsightings.com. And if you go and you book a tour, please tell them Doc Skinner sent you. All right. Thanks. Okay, moving on. So, my dear friend to the show, to my heart, Suzanne Ross, the founder, creator, host of the SciSpy.tv network. And she has all the who's who's on her network doing shows. I did one, Antarctica by Sail with Brad Olson. I didn't go to Antarctica, but I did all the directing of the footage and editing and telling the story. And there's 22 episodes. 20, I think, yeah. Isn't there 20? Is it 22 or have I been lying? I'll have to look at my files, but I remember it felt like a lot more. But yeah, no, it's really, really awesome. I'm proud of it. It's not, I can always do better. But also we were working with little handheld cameras and GoPros. And so there was some stuff that was kind of grainy here and there. And but I really enjoyed working on it because I was seeing stuff that no one had seen. And it was really cool. All right, moving on. So Suzanne Ross, she'll be there. She'll be speaking from 10 to 11 a.m. And then we've got Tom Dongo. He'll be there as well from 11 to 12. And what was it? I remember which one this man was. I think he's an author. 30 Years of Greater Sedona. No, he's one of the. No. We talked about this last night, and I already got them all jarbled up in who's who. I do remember Jeff Wills. He's got like 250 hours of UFO footage that he has filmed over the years. And then there's this bald head, Mr. Clean dude. I don't know what he's about, but you know what Then there's Lori D. Wheeler, and she's got, I think, the encounter. Yeah, she's had the encounters with different life forms, and also holistic practitioner channel, medical intuit, educator, author, and owner of Wellness Within. And then we have Dwayne Ollinger, Dwayne Ollinger, I think that's what he said, and owner of the Blind Frog Ranch, which is next door to Skinwalker Ranch. So I'm going to have some questions for him. Now, I'm going to be hopefully interviewing all these people at the event. If not, I would like record and then come back and put it together. That wasn't my tummy growling at all. Just shh. Simmer down now. And then, of course, our host of the event, co-producer Michael Osadona, who'll be going on from 5 to 6 and talking about his experiences and how he has had information downloaded to him, stuff that he's worked on with the DoD, missile satellite projects and stuff. He's interesting man. And he does what I do, too. He's into film and editing, so that's cool. There'll be musical guests, Element 115. So if you know about the Balazar story, you'll get that. And then also one, which is Michael actually, I think he said he was playing 4 of himself, and then there's an alien drummer. I've got to see that. That I've got to see. I mean, totally. Yes. Just so we all on the same page. That's how it is. I have to see that. So come out and see it with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be Saturday, and it starts at 10. So you want to get there early. And the location is an airfield, I think, and it's a building on the property. I'm all giddy because I don't know all the facts yet. I'm still excited. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I hope you all join me. So that's going to happen. That's like next week. So come on out. All right, I'm going to do this real quick. Go back to the Book of Face, and I'm going to get rid of that. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm not going to explain that. Anyway, so let's see. LD Chris says, I have a Bigfoot encounter story to tell you. We're going to hear about that in a minute. I'm going to tell you about my reason for bringing up Bigfoot. And then Audrey says she wants to hear about it. LD says, sounds good. Audrey says, I was hoping to be able to make it out for the Sedona event. Doesn't look like I will be able to make it. What is up with that, Audrey? It's okay, sweetie. I'm sorry that you can't make it. That really sucks. But you have no excuse on if I do Disclosure Con in October or not. But thank you. Timothy's here. Sedona, want to miss it? Sedona, why would you want to miss it? I think he says don't want to miss it. Right, Timothy? So let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully that's what he meant. Over here on the Tube of Face. And we're going to get to all this. I love to make sure I acknowledge everybody because you're all, you take the time to type and enter into this world with us. What do we call ourselves? The 1028 family. Yes. It's our new cult. Let's see. You're right. Oahu. Oh, you're on Oahu, Maurice. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. Sinstar 33 says, haven't been here in a bit. Name your ship yet? Oh, no. Well, no. I haven't officially named it, but it's come down to two. The the ego name, which it sounds good, okay, but I'm not hip to the fact that it's my name, because you're supposed to get those after you die, right? So I don't know. But USS Enterprise does sound cool. I will give it that. But this was brought up the other night, and I forgot to write down who suggested this. So if you're listening and you did, thank you again. Sorry, I just forgot. It got a lot of people here. But I was watching the show, and maybe it was Mandalorian. They were. Nope. It was Legends of Tomorrow. The couple were in like the 1800s, and they leaned forward and said, "Yes, we're known as pariahs." And I was like, "What does that mean?" So I looked it up. And actually, I'm going to do that real quick so I don't misspeak, because that happens, and I catch myself or somebody else catches me, and I stand corrected. All right, let's see if this is what I thought it was. Okay, yeah. So I want to hear what you guys think. If you guys have any more suggestions, I'm willing to give more time, because not everybody was there the night we did that. So if you want to help name my ship, which is we're recording from the bridge tonight, suggest it in here in the chat room, and I'm going to vote. But right now, this is where I'm leading to. The USS, or the US, or is it two S's? What for spacecraft? Or is it SS? Spaced? The SC? Spacecraft or space station? SS station. Anyway, letter, pariah. You're like, what's pariah? Pariah is a word I don't think I've ever heard before until I saw the show. And then somebody in the audience, you know what that was? That my stomach's growling. It wants more nectar of the gods. So here's the definition for pariah: a member of a low caste of southern India. Oh wait, well that wouldn't make. Oh, that's one. That's one way of looking at the word. Another one is one that is despised or rejected, an underdog. And the other word is outcast, is a synonym. Examples, sentences. Learn more about pariah. So, one that is despised and rejected. And I can say I have felt that on occasions. And I feel like an outcast. I just do. It's just, how I've always been. I've always kind of been a loner, but with everybody. I was never with a certain group. I always floated around. I hung out with the jocks. I hung out with the gothic kids. I hung out with the witchcraft girls. I hung out, with the preps. I mean, I was always that guy that was always around everybody. It was, that was just me. But anyway, Pariah. What do you guys think of that one? The Pariah. And I'm sure there are better ones out there. And if you have one, send it. I want to hear it. I want to share it. So there we go. Back over here. Miss Justice says, I'm going to Sedona. Super excited. Oh, yay. Awesome. Look, bring your folding chairs. I don't know if this is inside or outside the staging area, or if it's in a hangar or what. It's exciting. But I'm going to bring, a folding chair just in case, because I'm going to have a booth, and you'll see all the other booths and vendors, and they're going to be selling all kinds of stuff. And all the speakers are going to have their books and everything. And I'm not. I don't have headshots. I got nothing, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to get a couple cases of Dr. Pepper, and I'll autograph them. Actually, that's not a bad. It's really. Wouldn't that be a really awesome marketing thing? If Dr. Pepper would print my autograph on all Dr. Peppers. Putting it in my will. Let's see. Oh, we got Parfit's in the house. I got a lot I got to scroll down to. So let me go back, make sure I'm not falling behind on the Book of Face. Real quick. Oh, wait, that's a private message. Can't read that. Let's power down. Yes, Audrey, I'd love you to come to Disclosure Con. Michael Sr. says, USS Sholo. That's cool. Yeah. No, I don't feel the punch on it because I guess, I'm in the mountains where that town is. Me too. Got along with everyone. Right, Kimberly. I totally agree. LD Chris, Thomas Gentry says, know any spells? No. Homie, don't play in that realm. Yeah. I tinkered when I was a kid, and no. Why do you think I'm so crazy? Let's see. Alien Girl says, oh, wow, that's wild. Of course that decided to get sweet footage of a tsunami. Well, yeah. Those guys were the first ones on top of lava to get footage of the volcano. It was insane. And she says, I love it when they film volcanoes, right? Greenbow Parfit says, Parfit, Kurt Kyle, I'm on. Is Kurt Kyle on with you, Parfit? That'd be crazy. Well, if so, Kirk and Kyle Austin, welcome. Brian Parfit, welcome. Craig, welcome. Valerie Mack, the third. Alien thumbs up as always. Thank you very much. Sinstar says, if I ever move out west, I volunteer. Well, cool. That'd be awesome. I would love it. Cool. Too bad I'm not going. Dirt Pooper. Okay, you guys are all talking to each other. Let me skip that. Dark Crystals. Dona's great. Me happy place. Terry says. Hope to see you there, Terry. Whoopi has a big mansion in Sedona. Does she have Airbnb? That would be a cool story. Have Airbnb and it turned out to be Whoopi Goldberg's place. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a little mean. Weren't you supposed to move? Did you say you were like going to France or something? No, Whoopi is a part of my history with her movies and comedy and the charities and all that. So I think she's funny. Some people don't. I think she's funny. I'm like putting it all out there tonight. Parfit says, have you talked about the new WOW signal from Proxima Centauri? If you already touched on it, my bad. No, it's not my bad. Well, there was the big one, the WOW signal, right? And that was in the 70s or the 80s, I think. I don't know. Parfit, you should know. It's kind of a blur at our age, right? What decade was that in? You got to think of current events or historical events to, what really sucks is when you're filling out something online
and you're doing your date of birth and all that, and they give you a year, and it's a little wheel, and you scrolls through it, right? When you've got to scroll 3 to 4 times down to get to your birth year, you might be getting your AARP card soon. Anyway, enough of that. They called off the tsunami warning, so okay. Yes, they did. Call her. Who call? Am I calling? I'll be in Sedona the following week for Suzanne's event. Oh, Terry, you're gonna be there for that. Yeah, I was asked to go, but with dogs and everything, I just finding dog sitters and everything. It's I'm a daddy. Green says there's a new WOW signal. Oh, so there's a new one. Okay, perfect. There's a new strong, real narrow band signal. It's coming from Proxima Centauri. Okay, so and then Larry says Greenbow. Is it called the dog signal? Well, the other night I was doing my show and the entire sky lit up day. Remember that? And that meteorite came by? That's right. Valerian, that's funny. Yeah, part of it's like we go all the way back to probably like first grade, maybe kindergarten. So yeah, that's funny. Greenberg says that everybody's talking about it in the scientific community. Well, okay. Do me a favor. Parfit. If you could take that link, you should be able to put the link in the chat room. Put that link, and then I'll pull it up, and we'll do a screen share. Will that be cool? Because this is the first time hearing of it. Like I said, I've been ignoring the news because I've been just trying to keep things afloat and keep the house clean, take care of the dogs, and all this other stuff that I'm not going to bore you with. But yeah, I have fallen behind in the news the past 2 weeks, and you know what? I'm good with it. Seriously. I've had so much major news in my life. Cool, it's another day in the neighborhood. That's how I see it. So I'm going to get some errands done today. It's kind of where I'm at. That's just the real deal. Let's see. It's called it. So yeah. So if you could send those Parfit, I will gladly, I'll put those up for you and we can talk about it. But we're going to do Bigfoot and we're going to do that in just a minute. I think I've caught up and I will be taking calls, Valerian. Yes. The phone number is right below the microphone. Rupert says I'm smoking a double Bigfoot right now. But he insists no photos. I agree with him. Cool. All right. And LD Chris will be calling in just a bit. So let me just get this part out of the way first. Need a fresh one for this. Hold on. That's not fresh. Let's go to the Batcave fridge. That is nicely cold. And we're going to put it in my gas station come and go where it means more. Whatever that means. I wonder how many likes I would get if I did one of those weird videos where it's just somebody, just popping a cap over and over again, or zip on a zipper. Those people that have the OCD. Did I ever tell you guys about? No, I'm not gonna. I did. I probably did. I'm not gonna talk about it again because we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Bigfoot. That's what Daddy needed. Okay. So I got a call yesterday from a friend up here in the mountains who happens to have some casts and some evidence of yours truly, not me truly, but the Bigfoot guy, that guy, on reservation land. So I'm supposed to be receiving some casts of this. So I'm really, really intrigued on that. And I wanted to know about people's Bigfoot stories tonight. And yeah. I was checking the title of the show to make sure I covered all my bases. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take some calls. I want to hear your stories on Bigfoot. And then when I do receive this, these casts and evidence, we're going to be talking about it. So if any of you out there actually come across anything really cool and you want the world to see it, you can send it to me. And I am really good at streamlining to the Cousins brothers. I am screening, of course, these videos, so it's not every person that comes through me is going to get in there, but it's a better chance than you would send it to their email normally, because, you know, it's like, hey, Doc here, you know, answer this email, you know, and they'll check it. So if you have something really, really awesome, okay, I mean, and just, yeah, really, really awesome, and you want to share it with the world, let me know. You can send it to my email, docskinner at no, that's not it. It's docskinner at 1028productions.com. So there you go. And let's see. We're all caught up here. What tribal reservation? I will go into depth and more detail on that once I have this stuff in my possession, to where I can do a live stream and I can show you guys, you know, and I'll be telling you, you know, look, I'm holding it, I'm looking, and you know, if I see any hairs in there, I'll show you. Really, I don't know what I'm in store for, but it's kind of cool that someone called, a friend of mine said, look, I want you to have these. Okay, so we'll see about that. All right, let's see. Terry calls, break the ice, let us hear your stories. Yes, we're going to be taking calls in just 1 second. I've never encountered anything Bigfoot related, Sinstar33 says. Paranormal, piffed. You need an entire show. Really? So you got some experiences. That's cool. Valeria says, better not be the res. It actually is from the res. What res... I'm not inclined to mention as of yet, but it's interesting. You know, I kind of have mentioned it in scuff, kind of, not scuff. That's a bad, what's the word, in you know, like, yeah. We're White Mountains. We've got everything. We got Bigfoot. We got UFOs. We got Travis Walton. We got all this stuff, and but I've been here 6 years, since 2014. So, oh my God, really? 6-7 years? Oh my God. Feels like, wow. Anyway, I haven't encountered, I haven't spoken with anybody on Bigfoot up here, but I'm sure there's some people with some stories and some intel, and I want to hear it right now. So if you want, give me a call here in the studio lines, 928-368-7929. That's 928-368-7929, the number right below the microphone here on your screen. And make sure that the studio line is turned on so we get a call. I know. If you call, here we go. We got Chris Gentry on the line. Let's open this up. All right, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right, you got your computer on mute?
Yes, sir.
All right, that way we don't get that feedback. Okay, I'm gonna bring the Yeti mic. Oh, that's so crazy. We're talking about Bigfoot, and I'm using the Yeti blue mic. That's awesome. I didn't even think about that. Little funny things. Anyway, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. All right, so I think it. Go ahead and do a little sound check real quick. I'm gonna check you on the mic.
Test.
Do it again.
Testing.
Okay, cool. Let me. I think what I need to do is bring this down a little more. But I got this super duper mic. Or, come on, stop turning. There we go. I just want to have you close to the microphone. Get the fullest. There we go. Okay, so we got Chris Thomas Gentry online, folks, and welcome, sir. Welcome. I look forward to hearing your story. And if you would, let me make sure I got your volume all the way up. There we go. Get you close to the mic. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of talk soft sometimes, but I'll talk loudly.
Okay, let's hear what you got.
Well, I live in Ohio, and this happened in Adams County, which is southeast Ohio, near the town of Peebles. And my son, at the time, was a Boy Scout, and my buddy, his son was a Boy Scout in the same troop. And they own a piece of land down there butting right against a little small nature preserve, and they got a little stream and so forth down there. It's really nice. And he hunts deer, so he goes there. And anyway, we went down there for a weekend. Saturday went shooting, target practice with the kids. Show them how to fire a gun and how to do that, responsibly. Did some hikes, that kind of thing. And all day the kids would say, "What is that?" And we're like, "What?" And they kept seeing this dark figure, like with yellow eyes, like peering behind, a tree or a little bush or something like that. And every time that we looked, we didn't see them. Mm-hmm. And so the day went on, and we did our thing. Cooked out that night, had a couple beers, and basically, had an early evening because it was dark. And I had my tent with my son, and they were in his van with his son and then another kid that came down with them. And I don't know, it was about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, after the beers. You got to go, right?
Yeah.
So I get up, it's pitch black. I cannot see anything. So I just unzipped the thing and kind of stood out a little bit and just, I went, I'm a man in the woods. What do I do, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm doing this, all of a sudden I hear this, oh. And I'm like, what the hell was that? It scared me, and I was like, all right, I'm back in the tent. I get into my sleeping bag, and I'm like, freaking out. And 30 seconds, maybe a minute went by, and it started to walk, whatever it was, towards me in the tent, okay? It comes up to the side of the tent where I'm at and stopped.
Whoa.
No sound at all. I'm like, what's going on? And then it decides to go ahead and keep going forward, and it brushes my tent, I think, with its hand as it goes by, okay? And I think he was going down into the nature preserve where that's where they're going, and going down to maybe get a drink or, hunting for deer or something like that. Mm-hmm. At the time, I did not know what it was, okay? I really didn't say anything to my buddy, and it must have been several months later. I was watching the Bigfoot Research Organization. I don't know if you've seen that on TV, with Matt Moneymaker, I think his name is. And they were talking about the Ohio grassland. And down in that area, the same kind of area that I was, in at the time, and I was like, holy shit, that had to have been Bigfoot, because bears don't grunt like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds ape, And so I reported it to them, and they sent a guy that reports for them from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And he was in spatial intelligence, okay? And he does this on the side, he said, that he does this for them, taking reports and so forth. I am documented on their online, on their website, as a class 3 sighting, I think it was, or whatever it was. But we've been wanting to go back. It's been maybe 10 years, okay? And just with life, I just haven't gone back, and he goes hunting all the time. He has never seen anything. But the farmers in the area have told him they have seen something big and hairy walking through the fields. So, and Adams County is a really big hotspot in Ohio. That just freaked me out totally after thinking, okay, that was Bigfoot. And when he was grunting, now granted, it kind of sloped up to the street where it was a dirt little road, and I'd say maybe 20 feet away from me. Jeez. And up on that ridge. And I mean, to think about it, to have it be right there when I get up to go to the bathroom. What are the chances that it is right in front of me, sitting there? How long would it be? How long is it there? I don't know. I just woke up, had to go, and I'm I'm freaking out right now. I've got goosebumps because I'm basically pissing in his territory. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I got goosebumps right now telling it, but that's my guy.
Did you see? Did you find anything the following day, like any kind of evidence of footprints or broken foliage?
No, because I didn't think about Bigfoot.
Oh, so this was like after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I've come across that with other people where something of great magnitude like that will happen to someone, and I don't know if it's the cognitive dissonance shutting down the possibility. Oh my God, you have Bigfoot in the dark, a few feet in front of you. Instead, it shuts down. And you're just thinking, well, what is that?
I mean,
yeah, it's the way of your body is protecting you. I guess. Let's see. My vote is.
And we don't have bears in Ohio because they're south of the river. They normally don't go across the river. So the likelihood of that being something, and it sounded bipedal. It didn't sound like a creature with 4 feet.
Yeah, and there's that, and there's that subconscious, spiritual, cosmic thing that all people have, whether they want to admit it or not, where when you don't know that someone's around, but you feel that there's a presence around you,
right.
And that's a scary thing. And so I think maybe that's where we mentally shut down, and that theory that this could be Bigfoot is completely blocked out of your mind until. But when did you realize it? A day after, or 2 days, or like in the middle of the night, wake up?
No.
When did you finally?
It was after I watched the program about the Ohio grassman. I've known about Bigfoot, for God, I don't know how long, but anyway, once I saw that program, because I watched that show, I think it was on History Channel or some maybe Travel Channel, one of those, and I would watch it every time, and they had this thing about the Ohio grassman, and I'm like, wait a minute, it just clicked. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
How did I not think of this before? And like I said, we've been meaning to go back many times, but we have not. I'm on the phone. Sorry about that. So anyway, I need to talk about. I was talking to my wife tonight that and before your show, even I saw it. I said we need to go back there and check that out. Because actually, I don't know if you heard, Oklahoma, there's a sheriff there. I'm not sure exactly where in Oklahoma, but they are opening up for trapping Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah. So it's Oklahoma's the state that is opening that up.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah. People in Oklahoma, I love you. Thank you for watching, but really? Really? Come on. Well, let me ask you this, Chris. Since you had this experience, and I actually had something similar, minus the Bigfoot. It was an actual bear. It was at a campsite along a river. It was like one of those cliff walls that had water running at the bottom, and then there was little beach areas, and it was a camping site. And there was a staircase that went up the hill a good 65 feet, 70 feet to where they had bathrooms for the campsite. And there was a dumpster at the bottom of the stairs, and my tent was literally 15, 20 feet from that dumpster. And I was like, in the middle of the night, like you, had to go to the restroom. I'm like, there's just no way I'm climbing all that stairs in the dark. I'm going to fall. And so I thought, like you, I'm a man, so I go and I kind of feel my way across the from the tent across the little dirt path to the dumpster because I'm like, well, just go, take a leak back there. I go back there and same thing. I take a leak and I hear grunt, grunt, grunt. Well, I don't think like you. I mean, I just didn't think okay, there's a bear or there's a Bigfoot there. I was just like, okay, I'm hearing something. I'm just going to walk away. I pass out in the tent, wake up the next morning, open up the zipper, and the ranger guy is trying to lift the dumpster by himself. I'm, oh, let me help you out. Let me help. So I run out there and I'm lifting it. And he's like, you were in that tent right there? I was like, yeah, yes. Did you not hear the bear that knocked this over last night? I'm like, oh shit. So, but you had Bigfoot. That's even crazier. So what I want to ask you is, what is your take on Bigfoot? Where do you think she, it, family line, whatever? Where are they from? Are they from this dimension? Are they from another planet? Are they just a cryptoid creature that we haven't fully or fully categorized yet into the animal kingdom? And because it's still mythical. What is your aspect or your perspective? I'm sorry, that's the word I meant to say.
I think anything's possible. It could be part of the Neanderthal, race, if you will, that was here before. That some of them may have survived. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have heard the theory about them being aliens. People have said that they have seen Bigfoot and then seen flashes of light, like maybe interdimensional. So I don't know. As far as I know, they've been here a long time, and I think some are permanent. There might be some that visit back and forth if they are from somewhere else. But I think there are some that are here and are permanent, that they don't go anywhere. And but I can't say for sure. All I know is what I heard, and I wish I'd seen an outline or something. But it was so pitch black, that I could not even see my hand in front of my face.
Yeah,
it was that dense, And I wish I had the foresight to look in the morning for anything. Mm-hmm. That's why I want to go back. And now that I know what it could be, I can do some calls. I could, do some stuff like that, and try to get some feedback from if anything's out there. Maybe do some research and talk to some of the farmers. I don't know, but I would love to definitely go back and do that. And hey, man, if you ever want to come to Ohio, you can come with me. We can do a hunt.
There we go. No, we got to go to Oklahoma for that.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll go to Oklahoma. My sister state from growing up in Texas. So
I lived in Texas.
I
love Texas.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, it has its qualities, that's for sure.
Yeah, not too much now.
Yeah, so we got some comments over in the tube of you, and where is it? Doc, your puppy's barking. Nope, not mine. Not mine. Mine are locked in the dungeon.
I've got two big ones that are downstairs going off, and my daughter got them.
Yeah. SinStar33 says, if I was there with the kids and something I knew wasn't human came at my tent, sorry, not sorry, I'd get shot. Valerian says, evidence, question mark. Terry says, I don't think I could have peed after that.
No, it was done. I was like done in the tent and done.
Yeah. Dave Dennis is very exciting. Valerian says, I heard Bigfoot has strong BO. That is true. I've heard that too. Skylar Powell says, you always sense it before you see it. That's true. That's, the skin, the hairs crawling on the back of your neck kind of thing. Dave Dennis, here, I'll move this a little bit. Dave Dennis says, Bigfoot is elusive, but also apparently very intelligent. James Gilliland and his guests at ECETI have reported numerous visitations. Very cool. Bigfoot needs a bath, Valerian says. Greenboro Parfit says, everybody has a video camera in their hand, in their possession. Why have we not had one clear video of the Bigfoot ever since the invention of the cell phones? Why haven't we captured one if it's out there? Okay. Well, when I had my encounter, cell phones really didn't have video. It was more like just photos at that time. It was a flip phone. So I wasn't able to do anything. And usually when people are out in the wilderness like that, or if they're hunting, they're usually not going to have their phone out. Usually it's turned off so it doesn't startle, who they're hunting or whatnot. But yes, it is that Parfit. You are 100% on the money with that. Why haven't we had that? Now, I do have a plausible theory. And sorry, Chris. All right, I'm gonna say goodnight, man. Unless you had some more to add.
Oh, there you go. No. There you go. I can hear you now.
Okay. All right.
You were coming garbled there. No, we need to talk some more because, man, I tell you, it's really weird. I have been very privileged to have this Bigfoot encounter. I've had ghostly encounters. I've had UFO encounters, and I've had cryptid encounters. Obviously, Bigfoot, but other stuff here, like in my backyard, that I can't explain.
Wow.
We'll have to do that another time
and
so forth when you're ready to hear.
Totally. Well, Chris, thank you so much for calling in with your story. I do appreciate it. And by the way, give your YouTube. I know you got your page. Promo it, brother. Go for it.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Love you, brother.
No. Promo your YouTube channel. Tell everybody where to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's LD Chris KRIS Thomas Gentry GENTRY. Some of you may like me, some of you may not. Whatever. Come and check it out. I do little news here and there. I think Doc's seen it a few times, and I throw in real world stuff, kind of like the earthquake today in New Zealand, the 3 of them we had.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, and anything else that's going on in the world. And then I have my opinions every once in a while too, so as everybody else.
Right.
But check it out, guys. I'd love you to come on board. Check it out, subscribe, like the videos, and that's great. I really appreciate that.
No problem, sir. You take care and have a good evening. We'll talk again soon.
All right, brother. We'll talk soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So yeah, that was Chris Gentry. Over here in Facebook land, we got Vicky Payne says, I believe in Bigfoot. Just because we have never seen it doesn't make it not true. I'm going to comment on that. Judy says, hi, cuz. Hey, cuz. How's it going? And we're going to get back to Vicky. Hold on to that thought. I'm coming back to you. Let's see. Yup, Sinstar. Women don't like making the walk either. Oh, you guys are in a conversation. My bad. I would grab my phone first. Oh, there's so much more here. Thanks for sharing, Chris. Dave Dennis says, who's that again? Off-World Adam? ? No, that was Chris Gentry, Gentry. Check him out on YouTube. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Chris. Parfit says, one man is only allowed to have a maximum of 3 encounters of any other extraterrestrial entity. Mr. Gentry, you have some people jealous. You went beyond the trifecta. So that's funny. Parfit, man, you got to hang out. on the show more. That's some funny shit, dude. All right. Yeah, because when you got to 4, I was about to go, damn, man, I don't have that one. I haven't got that badge yet. I have ghosts. I have UFO. An encounter when I was 3. A lot of you have heard that story. And ghost, UFO, almost encounter, and what was the other one he did? I don't know. My mother probably could say I was possessed when I was younger. I was. I was. I was. I was a cute little kid, but I wasn't the best little kid, I'm sure. Let's see real quick here. Thanks, Shrek. Who's his name again? Offworld Adam. Okay. Terry says, I'm boring. Never had an encounter with anything too interesting. No, it's not true. You probably just haven't looked back. Go back and watch some videos. I'm sure you'll find something. I mean, do you ever see the movie Jaws? Did you know in the movie Jaws, when you see the boat out at sea just floating there at night, yeah, a UFO flies across the sky and they caught it on camera. True story. Check it out. You can see it yourself. Just YouTube it. Let's see. Got all that. What happens after 3? Should I be worried? Sinstar 33. That's funny. We're having fun tonight. See, this is so much better than the doom and gloom. We can still talk about cool stuff. You just don't have to be all dun dun dun. With all the news that's going on. Let's see. Some claim, Dave Dennis says, some claim Bigfoot are interdimensional entities. Actually, that's what I was getting ready to go into, because we were going to go back to Vicky Payne's comment. See, Vicky, I told you I'd get back to you. It all comes back around. It says, I believe in Bigfoot. Just because we have never seen it does not mean it's not true. That is an absolute true fact. It is. Now, just because you can't see, touch, hear, feel something at that moment does not mean it's not real. Okay? Maybe not in your matrix, in your world. I get that. I get that mystic stuff. Yeah, I get it. But I believe that Bigfoot, well, I kind of take theory from Major Ed Dames, who's world famous remote viewer. He was like the second remote viewer in the world after Ingo Swann, right? And we actually got to hang out back in 2014, I think, in Vegas. Spent like 22 hours with the guy, and we started drinking near the end of the night. This is when I was drinking years ago, and he told me some things, stuff I will not ever talk about. But one thing I do talk about, because I've heard him talk about it on other shows. I asked him. I said, Ed, what target have you enjoyed most? Remote viewing. And he goes, really? I was like, yeah. He goes, Bigfoot. I'm like, no doubt. He goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, tell me, what have you found out? He goes, Bigfoot's not from this planet. He goes, they're from an ice planet, cold planet, hence the fur. And they do fly spacecraft, but they come here to vacation. And I'm like, get out of here. Really? Nothing spectacular like Neanderthals, like we were mentioning earlier, or, so I take what he says with more than a few grains of salt, less than, I trust his word more than I would most other people, because he's been so accurate through decades of remote viewing. But when he mentioned that, and then he kind of hinted to the Baltic Sea craft, which, if you know about that, it's this stone spacecraft shaped like the Millennium Falcon at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. No kidding. Check it out for yourself. And the fact that they're so elusive is because they have the ability to open portal or shapeshift, or not shapeshift, but go behind the veil, basically disappear from it. But they're there, but you can't see them because they're like phase shift or something like that. Anywho, there you go. That's my thoughts on Bigfoot. Would I like to meet Bigfoot? Yes. And actually, there was a cool video, whether or not it was real or not. It was a Yosemite National Park live webcam. And it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And you see this huge field, and you see all the steam coming from all the little steamer things, the spouts, right? And there's buffalo walking around, But then you see two people, which I was told were forest rangers, high seniority forest rangers, of course. And they walk out into this field, and literally you see this family of Bigfoot that are more than twice their height come out, and there is an exchange of items. And it said that supposedly the high ups, the ones that are in the know, they shut down Yosemite Park for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and that's when, like, I guess the mediators between Bigfoot and man go out there and they exchange gifts. And I've seen the video. I know, folks, it could have been doctored. Yes, anything could be doctored these days. But does that mean every single thing you see is doctored? No. Wait until you shoot a video and it's badass. And you get all these, views, and you make it big, right? Just off that one video. And then you realize, wait, where was I going with that? I talked myself out of what I was saying. Jesus. Oh my God. I'm going to have to hire somebody, aren't I? I'm going to have to actually hire a co-host or something, and I don't know how I'm going to cover that. I need help. I always need. Of course, my therapist says I've been needing help for a long time. Well, when I was a kid, I don't have one now. Can you know how much they are? No way. When I was a kid, I had health insurance with, my dad in Southwest. So yeah, shrink away, buddy. But no way, not these days. Bigfoot. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's my thought on Bigfoot. I think he might be, a dimensional jumper. Someone goes Photoshop. Oh, I know. Yeah, they always scream, this or that. Going over to the tube of you. Theory. So there's a bunch here. Ooh, you guys are just awesome over here in YouTube land, as well as Facebook land. I love you too. We have lots of sightings. Hold on. Is it different from? Oh, you guys are having your own conversation. 10 Mil Productions is here. Woot woot. Welcome. Miss Justice says, we have a lot of sightings in our rim country in Arizona. And then there's a link right there. Let's see. It won't let me copy all that. Well, maybe it will. No, hold on. Try this. Copy. Itch in ear. Ow. How to get rid of that. Go over to new screen. Add that address. See if it comes up. What is this? The something monster? The Mogollon monster. Ooh, this is kind of cool. All right, let's do some screen share. Shabam. All right, in Arizona folklore, the Mongolian monster, or Mogwon, or Mogollon, that's how you say it. Mogollon monster is a creature said to dwell in central and eastern Arizona along the Mongolian rim. Reports of footprints, video, and hair samples have been documented by enthusiasts. Mainstream biologists remain skeptical to the existence of such creature. Of course, they're going to be skeptical because they're all jerks. Physical characteristics: the Mongolian monster, Mogollon. I'm going to say it like Mogollon, like Mogollon, but Mogollon. Monster is reported to be a bipedal humanoid over 7 feet tall with inhuman strength and large eyes that some claim to be wild and red. Its body is said to be covered with long black and reddish-brown hair with the exclusion of the chest, face, hands, and feet. Reports claim it has a strong and pungent odor described as that of dead fish, a skunk with bad body odor, decaying peat moss, and a musk of a snapping turtle. That sounds like the ingredients of a new line of fragrance, I think, maybe. I don't know. Stories say creature is nocturnal, omnivorous, very territorial, and sometimes very violent. It is generally reported to walk with wide, inhuman strides, leave behind footprints measuring 22 inches in length, mimic birds, coyotes, and other wildlife, emit unusual whistle sounds, explore campsites after dark, build nests out of pine needles, twigs, and leaves, and hurl stones from locations that are hidden from view. The creature has also been said to decapitate deer and other wildlife prior to consumption. In numerous reports, the monster has been said to emit a blood-curdling scream described described as sounding like a woman in great distress. Accounts of the creatures regularly described an eerie silence prior to the encounter and an appreciable stillness in the woods that commonly surrounds predatory animals. All right, so there's like 3 areas, and luckily I don't think. Oh wait! Oh my God, we're in that circle. This is the White Mountains right here. We're in that circle. That's not good. Let's see. The oldest document is in 1903. Okay, that's history. 1940s. Still not now. 1982 and 2004. Okay, now we're getting juicy. Here we go. White River. Oh my God, White River. Resident claimed to have sighted the creature a number of times between 1982 and 2004. She described the creature as black, tall, and walking in big strides. A number of people on the Fort Apache Indian Reservation also claimed to have seen the creature. Oh my God. Heber. Do you know about Heber? Heber and Overguard. That is where Mystic Art Inc. Studios and Jag Swag Apparel is located. But as well, that is also one of the locations in the famous Fire in the Sky Travis Walton story. So there you go. That's where he was dropped off. Wow. That's, I had my thoughts, but that now I know that what I will be hopefully receiving here soon, evidence and castings of possibly this Bigfoot. Yeah. Northern Arizona University Professor Emirates dismisses the idea that a large humanoid creature would remain hidden in such a large area of the country. Quote, I put that in the category of mythology that can certainly make our culture interesting, but has nothing to do with science. Okay. Professor Emeritus of Biology. Well, you're a dork. If you are, seriously, this Professor Emeritus of Biology instead of Northern Arizona dismisses NAU. I am shame, Stan Linstead, that you would dismiss the idea of large humanoid creatures that remain hidden in such a large area of the country by saying you would put it in the category of mythology that can certainly make our culture interesting, but has nothing to do with science. What is wrong with you? You are a scientist at a major university, okay, in biology, no less. And you are putting out such blatant lies. Well, Mr. or Stan Linderstedt, let me just tell you something. You got your degree or doctorate or whatever, but you don't have the common sense to know that science discovers hundreds of thousands of new species every year. New beings. Stuff shows up on Google, satellites of creatures in the water, all kinds of stuff. And how dare you put a ceiling on discovery by calling something mythology because you haven't seen it yourself. Shame on you. You should not be a teacher, in my opinion. You are limiting your students. You need to test them. You need to stretch those boundaries. And how dare you say this is mythology? Every year, what was there? It was like 100, 200,000 new species were found last year, and like half of them were in the ocean. Ocean, an area we've never discovered. You think every square inch of forest on the planet has been, discovered and been walked and been seen by a human eye? No. You did not deserve your degree, Stan Lindston. Yes, I've called somebody out on my show tonight. I sure do. And I don't know who they are. I don't care. The fact that they put that comment. Now, devil's advocate, reporter could be manipulating what they said. But from what I'm reading, out of here. Sorry, being judgmental. But that's bull. Nobody that's a scientist or a professor at a university should ever, put something that has had proof, that has had evidence, that has had all kinds of documentation throughout history, and be dismissive of it just because you haven't seen it. Those are people I don't hang out with. People that have no belief system. It's only science if I haven't seen it. Well, what about other scientists that have seen it or that have discovered or examined follicle hairs that were not of human origin or any other animals in the species record? I mean, it has happened. How is it that we have become, especially you, I'm sorry, Stan, you might be the nicest guy in the world, but you're an idiot. I might barbecue with you, but I'm not going to have a debate with you because I'm very upset with that. I'm very upset with that. Whew, I did not plan on getting that sensitive button hit tonight, but damn it, I just get sick of the willful ignorance, people. Don't you? Don't you get tired of people willfully deciding, I'm just going to stick my head in the sand until the storm blows over? Sorry, baby, but the storm will blow over, but there'll be another storm. So just deal with it. Build a bridge, get over it, whatever you got to do. I'm getting scrappy. I'm getting scrappy because I'm falling behind on my chat room chat, and I'm feeling bad because I like to give all of you credit where credit is due. Here's 10 mil. 10 mil production says, I've come across them within city limits of San Antonio, Texas, in the flood zone, or what once was called 700 acres, that has caves filled by the city and many failed attempt to develop the area. Interesting. Yeah, I lived in San Antonio for a short stint, like a summer when I worked at SeaWorld. Okay, we'll leave that one there. Dave Dennis says, when I come over, we'll organize a Bigfoot scavenger hunt, Doc. Oh, absolutely, Dave. We're going to do some exciting stuff when Dave Dennis comes over from Australia. We're going to get crazy, man. We're going to get radical and extreme. We're going to bungee jump over an active volcano. Hell no, just kidding. It has been done though. Richard Branson, when he was doing that show to recruit, the winner got to run his business or some crap like that. He had people, one of the very first thing that they had to do, he had a hot air balloon, took him all the way up above the clouds. And he goes, I want you to meet me for tea. And they're like, where? He goes, up on top. He goes up, jumps up, starts crawling up the ladder, gets up on top, and there's a platform with a table and chairs. The other person has to climb all the way up the ladder. And they're probably 10,000 feet minimum, because they're above the clouds and stuff. And they had to have tea. And then another challenge was they had to bungee jump out of a helicopter over an active volcano. That's cool. I'll admire Richard Branson from afar. I don't need to be his friend. He's cool, but nah, too cool for me. All right. So thank you for sending that to me. Let me go back to the Book of Face. Somebody goes Photoshop. Yes. Let me know when you, okay, cool. All right. Got all that. Over to the, let's get rid of this. Go back to, we're going to have music. Here, ready for music. Oh, I'm cool. I blanked it out. So here we are. And we're at almost at the bottom of the second hour of the show. I promised the CEO I wouldn't go too long, but, let's see. Over here on the tube of you tell them, Doc, skeptics are fine, but outright debunkers piss me off. That's right, Dave. I totally agree. Well, chuck a shrimp on the bobby. That's funny. Scientists just found life under the ice in Antarctica, Sinstar 33 says. Thought nothing could survive there, so why is it hard to believe that there are other species we haven't discovered yet? Amen, Sinstar 33. You are absolutely 100% on point. Willful naivete or ignorance. People that are willing to do that just because it's and part of me wants to totally, cross their face, wake up. The other part of me is like, oh, with Texas saying, bless your heart, yeah, to say that because you haven't seen it or hasn't been categorized yet because people don't want to accept the possibility. Here's a thought. It's had a thought. I have them, but here's one. This is one of them. What if? If they find my body tomorrow, you know that I got onto something here. What if the whole purpose by the powers that be to keep Bigfoot under wraps and in the mythology category is because they don't want society to know that there's a possibility of a race of beings that live amongst us that could kick our ass and get away with it. So, like Planet of the Apes kind of thing. I mean, think about it. So, what if, like UFOs, for the longest time, they denied, doesn't exist, doesn't happen, What if Bigfoot is actually another form of like the UFO cover-up? You know? And some of the evidence that is out there that we've seen has been called or debunked as fake is actually real. Mixed in with some stuff that is fake that they're told is real. So no one truly knows, unless you know. And that's Dr. Evil thinking, how could I have Bigfoot be like a UFO conspiracy? Yeah, yes. All right. God, I'm really ugly on camera. I guess I need to go back into radio. Because the future's now. That's right. Found my hat. I'm so happy. Been missing my hat for a while. I'm going to look away from that for a moment. Over here. Oh, what is all of this, Valerian? Valerian, you are an icon junkie. Let's see. You guys are just having a heyday. I'm going to stay out of that. Yes, about the Antarctica thing. And that's the other thing. Who's that punk? Who's this? I'm picking a fight with an ASU professor. Oh, it makes me giddy. It makes me giddy. And I think I lost it. I think I got rid of it. I think I closed it. Anyway, you, sir, are a ninny witty. A nitty. You're a tit. See, in my mind, my humor is like above the Richter scale of comedy, and how it comes out doesn't always, it's not the same to you guys, but that's why I laugh, because it's funny in my head. All right, so where were we? Chunk of something on the barbecue. Cool. Dave Dennis barbecue, that is cool. Valeria Mack with all the, is this 4th of July? His birthday party? Doc's barbecue. Wait, what? I'm happy. I would love to have a barbecue. Actually, I actually want to have a block party this summer. Have the whole cul-de-sac and barbecue, pull out flat screens for the dads. They can watch the football game, all that fun stuff. That's what I want. I want life back. I want life, not mine, not yours, life in general. I want it back. Just like so many out there. Valeria says, I'll be there. You coming to Sedona? Or you coming to the barbecue that I don't know about? But yeah, I think, man, shoot, if you guys are in the area, if I do this block party idea, I got to talk to the HOA and all that. I don't, we have that. Yeah, I'm adulting nowadays. I'm doing the adult stuff. It's not as much fun. It's a lot more expensive. But anyway, Miss Justice says, go camping. It'll be fun. They say, love our mountain. Wait, hold on. Love our mountain. Where'd you go? Oh, way up here. I still go camping, but armed. Yeah, unfortunately, here on the mountain, that's called normal common sense with most people up here. Is if you're going to go out there, be armed. In case you have like a Doc story or a Chris Gentry story with bear or Bigfoot, it's real deal. I won't ever go camping again without my Psionics night vision camera. I'm not doing a promo for them or anything. I own one. It's a lifesaver. Well, actually, it allows me to see. It doesn't really like protect me from, any grizzly or, ant people or whatever, So, I always try to have a big stick. I don't know. I mean, when you guys go camping, you carry guns, you do bow and arrow, you like close up with a knife. I mean, tell me what you guys do. I mean, I haven't been camping in a long time, to be honest with you. And I miss it. I want to do it. But also, with all that I know, I'm a little scared. It's like, can we have at least 10 people go so I know I have at least 9 other people that I have to be faster than, you know? Anyway, ooh, nah, mine's going a million. I was just, boom, TV series just popped in my head that I just came up with like that. I'll show up for a blog party, not the Sedona thing. Okay, Valerian, well, that's cool. Adult stuff is boring. I know, adulting, it's no fun. They say it is, but it's no fun. You got to have your oh shit a bear gun. That is so true. Usually not a 22 or a BB gun. You want something like elephant shot. Dave says, I won't be wandering the Arizona alone or desert alone. Yeah, you don't want to. Unless you're with my buddy Vince. Vince is like, he's the mountain man, the real mountain man up here. Sinister says, oh my God, camping with you must be so much fun. Oh yeah. Camping is fun. Yeah. Yeah. I've been set on fire a couple times. I road trip up the West Coast in an RV with the ex and kids, right? And we're at the what the hell are they called? The big red forest, the big trees where they filmed Star Wars in the Ewok village, you know, the trees that are like the size of homes and stuff, right? I just totally went dead on what they're called. Anyway, we were there and, you know, box of wine, fire, shoes, on fire. How'd that happen? And then I flirted with a girl in Colorado back in like 2010. And I was DJing at an outdoor snowboard thing. So I had snowboard pants on and everything. And she was sitting by the fire. And I was like standing between her and the fire talking to her. And then the dude beside me was like, bro, he's like grabbing on my shirt. I was like, what? Dude, I'm busy. He's like, dude, your ass is on fire. Because, you know, snowboard pants are like multi-layers. So you don't notice right away until you have a hole the size of a basketball showing your ass to everybody out in the snow. Yes, I have lived a crazy life. I've got to do and had some weird stuff happen. So, anyway, enough of that. Where was I? Back to you guys. My loves. What are you doing here? Camping got that good. Have you got a gun, Doc? Maybe. Maybe not. Don't know. Maybe so. Not gonna tell anybody. Yeah, I have a 50 cal. It's in the entryway, so unless you're aware of it, just pointing at the front door, you know. Yeah, you know. I'm having too much delirium fun, delirious fun, funny fun, fud, or duff. Maybe delirium and never mind. I'm going too far. Laugh a minute. I'm sure. Cool. Not much. So much camping anymore. Yeah, I know because there's scary things out there. I talk about them. I like pokey stabby things. I can pokey stabby things, but I don't like pokey stabby things on me. Back over to the Book of Face. What's going on in Sedona? It's Sedona. But yes, Lewis, there's the event. Here, I'll bring it back up for all those people that came in late tonight. Screen grab. Here we go. So, here it is. Sedona UFO Sightings Conference, March 13th and 14th. Located 135 Shrine Road in Sedona. And everything UFO ET related, authors, researchers, experiences, vendors, group UFO tours, live music, food surprises, and me. And guess what? It's absolutely free. That's right. Go to SedonaUFOsightings.com. Check it out. Our main guests starting off Saturday at 10 to 11. Suzanne Ross from the SciSpy.tv network. 11 to noon, we got Tom Dongo. From 1 to 2 p.m., Jeff Willis. Or Wills, I think. Wills. Then me, this bald dude. Then Lori D. Wheeler and Dwayne Ollinger, who owns Blind Frog Ranch, which is next door to Skinwalker Ranch. And then, of course, our co-host of the event, Michael Osudona, will be speaking from 5 to 6. And he's going to be doing the UFO night vision tours with like the military grade stuff. It's really awesome. It's cool. You got to check it out. And I would say get your tickets now, but you don't have to because it's free. Now, if anybody's coming up in a big school bus and you got like an extra bed, let me know. Do the hippie thing in Sedona, because Sedona is just awesome. If you've never been there, it's really, really cool. Also, we'll have Element 115 will be performing there. If you know about Bob Lazar, then you will get a chuckle out of that name, Element 115. And then one, which I'm really looking forward to seeing because it is this man right here, Michael Sedona, times 4 with an alien drummer. I'm going just to see that. I mean, if anything, got to see that. So come on out, meet me. I'm going to be signing Dr. Peppers with a Sharpie and taking photos and saying hello and hearing your stories and doing some interviews. And I don't know, just do whatever it is I do when I get there. So moving right along, and I close that window with the Muppets. Because we can't play Muppets. We can't do Mr. Potato Head because everybody's all just... God, what does it say for our society when we now have to assign a gender to Mr. Potato Head? Hello, Mr. should give it away. And for coming after Dr. Seuss and Muppet Show and Sesame Street. Arrgh. I'm mad, so I'll just put that out there. All right, so so right now the lead for the name of my ship is the Pariah. If you got something cooler, please add it to the mix and we'll vote on it. This is just the one I like so far. USS Skinner Prize is badass, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to have a debate. Oh, you're just egotistical, man. No, it's just I'm trying to build a brand, and it's a silly looking weird face of a brand, but anywho. All right. So, coming soon this summer in Arizona, Lewis. Well, that's good. What is the other big event? Brooks Agnew says. That's the next weekend. That's Suzanne Ross's event, which is going to be in Sedona. I don't have all the info on that, but if it was the same, if it was like the next day after or something, I would still be there, but it's 2 weekends apart, so makes it a little difficult. Oh, we just fell into infinity. Hold on. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to, here we go. All right, folks. So we're at the bottom of the hour, getting ready to go up to the top of the hour here in just a little bit. But we're going to wrap it all up. Unless somebody wants to call in, I will give you guys 3 minutes. If someone would like to call in with a Bigfoot UFO story or anything, open lines, give me a call. And what we're going to do real quick is I'm going to play the trailer. God, I haven't been talking right in this mic. I'm sorry because I changed it for the phone. There we go. Over here, over there. There we go. Yeah. Did you see that little energizing that was going on? Yeah. Got some high-tech stuff going on this side of the camera. So I'm going to give you guys 2 to 3 minutes if you guys want to call in. But what happened to the screen on YouTube? It's all pixelated. There we go. It's gone. We're going to play a trailer for you. This is the trailer for the new documentary. It's only been out 2.5 weeks on Amazon Prime and is already crumbs, throwing stuff around. I'm just angry tonight. Number 3. It was number 4. Now it's number 3 on Amazon Prime documentary. No kid, no joke. Check it out. Countdown to disclosure. And it's not one of those, it's not your mama's UFO video show where you're seeing stuff from like, oh, this is Roswell, and then here's the, story of this, and Area 51, it's so top. It's none of that. Woo! That scared me. Well, I guess I'm not going to play this yet. Hold on. Hello, Mr. Foley.
Hello, Doc. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you tonight? You got a story for me?
Yeah, it's been a little while since this happened, but I was back in high school, probably 2000 and, well, maybe it was 2003 or 4, somewhere in there. And I was driving with my little brother, and we were actually looking for mushrooms, but we hadn't found any yet. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we were driving around Florida looking for them. And we both saw this thing, and it was just kind of a quintessential. We were stone sober, totally, completely, and it just looked like this, like what you might imagine, in terms of like a round with lights and a little dome, but it was far off, and it was like hovering, and we weren't too far out in the middle of nowhere, but we followed it. I mean, we were like, I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we're like, we're both sober. What's that? And we followed it, like we went a different way than we would have for a couple of miles north on this road down there. And we were following it. It was heading north. And then all of a sudden it looked like it just, so it was like basically just slowly hovering. And then it, all at once, it tilted back and to the left and just zoomed off, straight gone away from us into nothingness.
Wow.
Like just back, like it left, like, so it just got smaller because it was going away, and it happened very quickly. And I was like, when he's on too, my brother.
Yeah, and see, and that's what's I've had friends that have done that, where they plan to go out to the woods and party a little bit, but before they even get to try to have fun, something like this happens. And so when they like, well, were you on anything? Well, no, but no, but we were planning on it, you know.
We were heading there, and after that, I'm like, I don't even. That was like, you know, I felt like, man, 20 years from now, I'm going to be talking about this, and here I am, you know.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
I don't even remember if we found mushrooms, but that was certainly some dopamine and something going on.
Something, there. Yeah. Well, I'm actually, while you're talking, I got a video playing in the background. This is one at Yellowstone National Park. This isn't the video that I mentioned earlier. I could probably find it, but this is a webcam, and it shows a family of Bigfoot walking through the cold, blistering winter, and they're actually, if anybody's watching, you're seeing this, they're moving pretty fast with big strides, and the distance they travel in such a short period of time to come down this little valley range to get to the buffalo that they're hunting. It's just amazing, the distance that they cover in such a short period of time. God, I really want to look for this one though. Bigfoot video Christmas. Let's see, because I was talking about this earlier, and it would be kind of cool if the people at Yellowstone, you know, did something nice for them if they were real. It's probably a hard video to find because I'm not seeing it, but I know it's out there because I have watched it, and it is compelling. They look like they're, like this says, 7 to 13 feet tall. But yeah, I'll have to. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are they going to pass this off as real? Hold on 1 second. I got to check on this. And anybody that's watching, you see this playback error? I get this all the time with YouTube. I wonder if anybody else gets that. See? Okay. We're not going to watch all this. I'm going to get to where it showed. Let's see. Town meeting. Okay. So this is one of those shows. If you see it, it's probably going to be a reenactment. But I want to scan it real quick. So did you have any other experiences other than that, Jim?
You know, I don't think so. As far as Bigfoot goes, I know a couple native guys, and one particularly that has, in no uncertain terms, just looked me in the eyes and made sure that I understood that it's a thing.
Yeah.
And so that's really the closest thing that I could say. That was just the sincerity and, intensity in his voice.
Right. And that's why I'm, it's good to hear. It's great when you hear stories from other people, but when you hear it from the horse's mouth and you see the emotional attachment to that event, it really puts things into perspective that this is something that changed somebody's life, or affected them greatly. So, well, we'll see. Maybe one day might have Bigfoot on. Don't know.
I just couldn't help but think of that Pick a Destiny movie. Like, what's Jack Black talking about, Like, I wonder what Jack Black, you've seen that movie, right?
A long time ago.
D in the Pick of Destiny.
And I was probably, I think that was, God, that came out, 2 decades ago?
It was like 06.
06? Well, that's almost 2 decades to me. But yeah, I think I was probably drinking. I think I felt that was a movie I needed to drink to watch. Kind of like if you're gonna watch, if you're ever gonna do acid for the first time, you got to be in a dark room with a big screen TV, Pink Floyd, The Wall playing, and have a strobe light on one side on a speaker, and then the other side on the other speaker like a plasma ball. That was my first encounter when I was in high school. That was my experience, and my what's the word I'm looking for? Not invitation, but my introduction to Pink Floyd was just that. So how did we get talking into drugs? I don't talk about drugs on my show.
There's a scene in that movie, and there's a song on the that album that they put out that was all about Sasquatch and how they're saying Sasquatch. It's kind of a musical comedy thing with Jack Black and Kyle Gass, or they're doing the best to be comedic.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't. I like I said. I mean, dude, I was such a crazy kid. I remember when Ants and Bugs Life came out. Remember that? Okay. I was intoxicated. This was in my 20s, and I was intoxicated, and we went to go see A Bug's Life, and we're sitting there watching it, and things have kicked in, you might say. And I'm watching this movie about these bugs, and then it's over, and I'm like, what the hell? That was. Oh, okay, must be something because that was too quick. So I get up and I start leaving, and my friend's like, well, dude, where are you going? I'm like, the movie's over? And they're like, dude, that was a trailer to Ants. We're here to see Bug's Life. I'm like, oh. Dude, I was so freaked out. And then another time, 4th of July, I think it was 99, the X-Files movie came out.
Oh, wow.
And let's just say I wasn't in the best frame of mind after walking out of that big major conspiracy movie on the 4th of July and then getting pulled over and I think I tried to sell him paintball tickets or something, the cop. But yeah, movies are fun. Movies are fun. All right, enough of that. We're at the top of the hour. I'm going to wrap things up here. But, Jim, I appreciate you hanging out with me for a stint. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for updating us. So it's refreshing, man. It's more refreshing than the mainstream media, that's for sure.
Right. Oh, and I do have a UFO report for anybody out there that may have seen this past Saturday night here in the White Mountains. If you saw a large group of lights, I'm just going to tell you right now, it was not a UFO. It was one of those LED Japanese lantern things for the funeral that we had, and this weekend I wasn't a part of that because I
but I was told they were going to do that. And I said, just so you know, the high school did that and didn't tell anybody. And it made Third Base of the Moon and all these UFO researchers like, it's a gigantic, me too. We were like, it's a mile long ship. It's flying over Sholo. And it was balloons.
Location. I'm sure she would smile about that.
Yeah. So, we've told people before, myself and the others on Third Phase, we are not experts in any of that. We just love researching and sharing what we get. But we've never claimed to be experts in diddly squat, except for me, what we do in our fields, which is for me, movies and film and all that. But, yeah. So if anybody saw that over this past Saturday night, save the report, but there you go. It was Japanese lanterns. So.
Oh, that reminds me. So the White Mountain Balloon, the Hot Air Balloon Festival is a go this summer. Speaking of big things in the sky.
Ah, cool. I've had to do. What was going? Oh, we had the film festival going on the last year, the year before, and so I wasn't able to make the balloon festival. But I hope that the dates aren't on top of each other this year, so that I can do both. Because
like June 25th.
Real? Oh, we got some time. That's enough time for me to purchase a parachute. Because I'm not going up in one of those without one.
One of them's going to be Smokey the Bear. I kid you not.
That'll be cool. So
legit.
June, yeah.
Smokey the Bear, Hot Air Balloon above Mountain Meadows Park, man.
That would be cool.
And not only that, but one more thing that I know about it that y'all might be interested in is that if you volunteer to set up and tear down the balloons, which doesn't take being an expert, it's just dragging things here and there, you get a free balloon ride.
Sweet.
So I'm like, anyway, it won't be UFOs, it'll be balloons. But,
well, you don't know, man. We've been catching stuff in broad daylight. It doesn't have to be at night to see a UFO. And if you're up at that altitude and you got a good camera with you, who knows?
I'm trying to get my cello up there, or at least my harmonica.
Oh, you want to jam? You want to do a sky jam?
Yeah, man. What the heck? Yeah, we got a full drum set up there.
I just had an idea.
And we're gonna do disc golfing from there and everything.
Well, why don't you have all the different band members on different balloons with sound systems on each one?
Maybe someone had that idea, but yeah, it's mine, and maybe somebody else had it, but
no, I'm saying go with it.
Go
with it.
That is a sneak peek.
Cool.
Into our plan.
No,
and bungee jumping too. Bungee jumping from the hot air balloon while playing disc golf.
Because I was talking about doing that above an active volcano because Richard Branson did that. But and then the hot air balloon where you had he had two people up on top of the balloon for tea, like at 20,000 feet or 10,000 feet, whatever it was. I will do all of that stuff, but as long as I got an escape chute underneath my jacket or whatever. So, all right. Well, Jim, thank you so much for hanging. I'm going to wrap things up here and say my goodbyes, but, join me and everybody tomorrow night. We are Paradox Media. It's a 3-hour show. I appreciate if you guys would call in because talking 3 hours straight is brutal. So it's nice to have, someone to chat with. So thanks again, Jim. Appreciate it. And look forward to having you on again.
Definitely. Thanks, Doc.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. So there you go. There's your Thursday night show. What did we learn today? I don't know. You have to rewind it and watch it again. Be sure to tell all your friends, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. Thanks to Sweet Peas Infusion Cafe, Jag Swag Apparel and Mystic Ink Studios, and the Lodge Bar and Grill in Pine Top for hooking me up. All right, everybody. So I think, wait, hold on. Did we forget everybody? How come Jeremy Corbell brothers me so much? He is really friends with Bob Lazar. Jeremy Corbell, yeah, he is, or bothers you so much. Why does it? Barbara, we'll have a conversation. We'll have a conversation, you and me, because now you got my number, so we're good. Yeah, Tic Tacs are up there. They are, and they're making themselves known. I think they're going to be part of the public thing. I mean, we'll all know about it. It was fun. It was real. Thank you, Sinstar. Thank you, Valerian. Terry, Parfit. There's a whole list. It goes on. If you're in the chat room, thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. And everybody else is just being a voyeur and watching me secretly. Hi. Thank you, NSA, for allowing me to continue talking and and everything nice after that. So we'll leave it at that. All right, so tomorrow night, I'll be on We Are Paradox Medias with an S.com. It's actually through Spreaker.com, and then We Are Paradox Media. You can look it up that way. But I'll be on Mountain Arizona time, 7 to 10 every Friday night, just like this. No clue what the hell I'm doing. I just turn it on, turn it off, and babble away. Hope you all had fun. Hope you learned something, because I didn't. I mean, I did. Did I? I don't know. I'll have to play it back and watch it again. And maybe I made you giggle. Maybe I made you angry. Maybe I made you hate me. Maybe I made you love me. Maybe I made you subscribe to me, huh? Hit that thumbs up button, all that good stuff. But also, remember, oh, yeah. No, I got to do this. I have to do this. I got one more thing I got to do. Please be sure to go to Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime. If you don't, what the hell, get it. I mean, you save so much money in deliveries, too. It's really cool. But by doing that, it's still $4.99 to rent the movie. It's $9.99 to purchase the movie for Countdown to Disclosure, produced by the Cousins brothers in 1091 Pictures or Productions. And I had a little stuff to do with that movie too, so you'll see me in the credits. But yeah, I helped. I did some filming. I did some stuff. I brought some people together. It was a beautiful thing. So I'm going to play for you that all that don't know, haven't seen it, don't know what it's all about. It's the number 3 documentary on Amazon Prime. That's right, Countdown Disclosure. And it's not one of those movies with the cheesy stuff. This is like new stuff you didn't know, breaking, just being revealed kind of revelations, awesomeness, cool. So check that out. Here it has, young one, real long nose hair that I want to pull. I do? Do I have that long hair? This is my mustache. You're welcome, everybody. So sit back, relax for the next 2 minutes, and enjoy the trailer for the film Countdown to Disclosure by the Cousins brothers and some of the panel members and myself. Till tomorrow or Monday, whichever you prefer. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And remember, as long as we all lift each other up, we can all rise together. My name is Doc Skinner. This is 1028 Live, broadcasting from the beautiful White Mountains here in Arizona, in these United States. Still, thank you, God. Here on this round, gigantic ball planet we call Earth, hurtling through space, chasing a gigantic sun that is on fire. So, here, without any more further ado, here is the trailer for a badass documentary. Wait, where is it? Here it is. Good night, everybody. Stick around just watch the trailer, and then you can hang up after that. All right. Talk to y'all later.
I think it's terrifying. This seems potentially like one of the biggest stories of my lifetime. And I don't care if it's about UFOs or whatever you call it. Something that we don't understand is getting very close to our military aircraft.
The technologies related to energy generation should come out first.
This hybrid aerospace underwater craft is able to basically generate an electromagnetic field.
It is President Trump's belief that the United States must remain as dominant in space as we are on land and sea and the air. And your charge is to see to that mission with the United States Space Force.
There were 3 people on my team assassinated, and I was almost killed.
With a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
It's a matter of national security.
But apparently, just recovered are off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
The president will respond to the subject the way they want them to. There's a black box with all the technologies that would give us a civilization that's sustainable, peaceful, etc., and that's been around for decades.
Everybody's asking the biggest question in the world. Are we alone?
Look, it's holding, it's just stalled out there.
The narrative that's being launched, which is a false narrative, is that we're not alone and that those civilizations are a threat. The problem is that the public has to be informed and involved.
Could be a restatement saying
hallelujah, I'm finally vindicated.
I'm not completely convinced they're going to let this stay like it is.
But the people who are surrounding that level of our politicians and government are not told. Like the movie Independence Day, where Will say, let's go kick alien butt.